this image that I have built from a jelly plate print, and it's just on plain copy paper, and I want to put my sentiment right there on top, so I have it in my We Are Memory Keepers precision press, and the reason I'm doing that is that when I stamped this image here in black, it took a few times to get it to the intensity that I wanted. So just to be safe, I'm gonna pick this up with my plate and ink it up with black ink. Make sure it's right where I want it. And the nice thing here is that I can see where it is before it's really attached onto the paper. And I'm just gonna make sure that paper is pushed into the corner there. All right. And now I'm gonna give it just a little bit of time for the ink to adhere to the paper. And let's give it a look. Not bad. I think I'm gonna go one more time just to give it a little bit more darkness. I want to make sure I have it inked well. Got it back in the corner. Double check everything's lining up well, and then give it a press just to sit there for a second or two. All right, that looks good. So now we're just going to quickly put this card together using the best glue ever. Now, to clean off this plate, I can also use the best cleaner ever, and it just takes a little squirt. It's great for rubber stamps. It's great for the press itself. And you can see that it cleaned that ink off and took this back practically to clear. So that's a really nice thing, and it, you know, it conditions your stamps as well. So it's a really nice feature there. So now I have a 4x6 card. I have a piece of blue in 4x6 as well, and then I have my print that's going to go right on top like so. So let's just quickly put this together using our glue. So I have no-clop writing cap here on the tip of my glue, and that gives me a really fine thin line of glue because I don't need a lot to hold these pieces in place. So I'm going to start with that, and it's a tacky glue, but you do have a few moments to get everything lined up how you want it. So I'm just checking the edges, make sure everything's where it should be because they're exactly the same size. Alright, now this time I'm going to take the glue to the image because it's a bit smaller, and so I'm going to go right along the edges here. And give it a little bit. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. You really don't need a lot. And then I'm just going to center it in that space. Now I have enough time to move it around how I want. Make sure I like what I've got. And then just give it a good press. And there we are. Okay, just to show you, I had a little bit extra of the artwork that I was working from, the piece of paper, as scrap, and so I cut a strip out, and I am going to tuck it inside just to make a little bit of a connection between the outside to the inside. So, like I said, this is copy paper. It is very, very thin, and so I really do not need a lot of glue here to hold it in place. I just want to make sure that I get it along the edges. the nice thing about the no-clog writing cap is, well, one, it doesn't clog, but two, it puts down such a small amount, I don't have to worry about it, you know, expressing out the side of the paper after I stick this down into my card. So I am just going to place it right about there. Give it a little bit of a movement. I'll make sure I'm straight with the top line there. And then give it a rub down. And that should do it.